Hey guys, and welcome to another video in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and welcome to Manchester Airport. Echo Golf Charlie Charlie, or more accurately, this is the Macco Simulations Manchester Airport, a payware airport which we're going to take a little bit of a look at. And Easyjet fly a heck of a lot of flights from Manchester, one of their main bases. Manchester Airport is the largest airport in the UK outside of London, so it's a major hub for many low-cost airlines, and we get many international flights here. It's my local international airport, so I'm very excited to preview this for you. And I say preview, it's been out a while, but it has been updated all of the time with new textures being added, new buildings being added, and it's just great to be able to see the development of this as it goes along. And one of the benefits of purchasing this now is you get free future updates for life. As they say in the blog on the website, the airport is constantly changing. All airports are constantly changing, and as the airport changes, everything will be updated for you to keep and use as it gets updated in real life. It's still a work in progress with certain bits, but you can see what's coming up. As if you head over to their website, you can see and take a preview of things that are going to be developed as they go along. But for now, this looks absolutely stunning. The main big benefit for me is I do a lot of flights from Manchester Airport, and I do them on VATSIM, and of course VATSIM give you parking stands, taxiways, etc., real life air traffic control, and the default airport at Manchester sadly just does not have the taxiways and parking stands marked up, so you're left kind of guessing a little bit. But as you can see here, if we just look down a moment, you can see all the taxiways are clearly labelled, all the parking stands are clearly labelled as well. So yeah, no more guessing, no errors to be made. And if the taxiway markings weren't enough, you obviously have as well. Just spin around here. We have the stand numbers there, so there's stand number 5. See, so we'll just continue our little tour of Manchester Airport. 2 runways, 23 right, 23 left, 05 right, 05 left, all accurately modelled, and of course they all have lights, runway approach lights, etc., which have all been done to perfection. And I have flown several approaches into this airfield, and all the ILS works absolutely perfectly, so there's no problems with this mod in terms of the electronics of it. That all works really nicely. And as you can see, the detail that's gone in here, we've got the baggage carts, we've got stairs knocking about, just as you would at the real Manchester Airport. So I'm heading over now to what is the real world Terminal 3. So Terminal 3 is here. Terminal 1 is this building just below us. Terminal 3, the smallest of the 3 terminals at Manchester. We've got all the cars parked as well that you can see there. And as I've already mentioned, the runway taxi markings are fantastic. But have a look at this that we're just coming up to here. Oh, hang on, what have I just pressed? Oh, typical. I hit a reset button. But let's zoom back over to where I was and just have a look at this taxi marking. Let's just speed up the drone camera for a second so we can get to this. Have a look at this, and this is fantastic. The I Heart Manchester logo, and what's really impressed me with this is it looks a little bit as though it's got wear and tear on it. It's not a perfect image, so I think that's great. If we go over to the other side of the airfield, behind us we've got the Thomas Cook hangar. Sadly, an airline no longer with us, but of course the hangar is still there. We've got the Jet 2 hangar behind that, as you can see, clearly being displayed in its bright red colours. And here's the new control tower as well. We've got the old control tower, if I spin round, You can just see there, right in the centre of the screen, we've got the old control tower just there, no longer in use because we've got this nice, much taller looking control tower, and there it is, even with new textures on the lights. If you have a look halfway down, we've got the lights there. If I continue over here, this is one of my favourite places. I love the little pond that we've got as well. Check that out on Google Maps. It is of course accurate. But just here we've got an engine testing site, but what lies beyond that is one of my favourite places to visit. It is the Manchester Airport Aviation Viewing Park. I've lost count of the amount of times that I've been here over the years. They have aircraft that you can go in and look around, and even those, look, are modelled. So we've got an old, I forget which aircraft this is here, but what's really neat, all the cars, of course, parked up to go and look. But they do have, and I don't know how they've done this, but this is great, the front end of an old Monarch aircraft is actually parked there at the entrance, and it's here. It's in the Macco Simulations mod. That really made me smile. These paths here, of course, all accurate. You can see a satellite imagery as well. It does have the picnic tables. It does have this little mountain here, a little mound that you can stand on, and it also has, obviously you can see the fence that you can't go through, but this here is the new VIP terminal, and Manchester obviously has two very famous football teams now, Manchester United, Manchester City, so this gets used quite a bit by various executives flying in and out. So Premier is the new VIP terminal that's in use. So that's there, and as you can see, modelled. This white building here is the Aviation gift shop, which sells everything you could possibly want. My 6-year-old makes me spend a fortune when we go in there, so I try and avoid that. And then in this hangar here, it's not yet modelled, but in this hangar here, it has a glass front, and you can see inside one of the old 7 British Airways Concords resides in that hangar. So I'll be excited to see if at some point that can be shown. This aircraft here is another one that you can go in and have a look around. It is actually, the real aircraft is an Avro 100 or British Aerospace 146. Yeah, you can go in there and have a look at the flight deck, etc. So that I'm sure will change over time as they improve that. I've still got the fences there, so that's great. So yeah, I don't know why, it got me really excited to know I've been there. I've stood on that hillside. I've watched the big A380s come and taxi. So I found that to be quite nice and very well replicated. Okay, let's speed up my drone count. I'm going to go over to the other side of the airfield here, and one of my other favourite places to show you. Let's just take a slight detour. So over here we've got Terminal 2, which at the moment I believe is closed at the time of filming this due to COVID. But Terminal 2 at the moment is undergoing a major overhaul, and as you can see, we've actually got building works, and if I zoom here, look, coming soon. They're obviously not there in the real world, but they, as you can see here, that is a satellite image. It's a construction site, so they're in the middle of upgrading and building an extension to Terminal 2. So that will be coming very soon, as promised. So there's the Manchester, the old Manchester sign there. Let's continue to zip down here. The remote stands as well, where we get lots of cargo, and a lot of the heavies park over there. Now this little building here, I believe, if memory serves correctly, this brownish looking building is the Radisson Hotel. So I'm sure that will be modelled, and the shape of it looks absolutely fine, but it just obviously has a big Radisson logo. Although there may be copyright issues in using that, I'm not sure, but it'd be quite kind of neat if that comes as well. Now, the other thing that is not yet implemented, though I'm sure it will be, is, can you see this sort of line here that I'm following? That line is actually an air bridge walkway, which links between Terminal 2 Terminal 1 over there, and in between this is the train station, so you can see the train lines running just below as well. So that all links together through that walkway. I'm sure that will come in at some point as well. If anyone ever visits Manchester Airport, one of the best places of spotting, besides the aviation viewing gallery, which I've just shown you, is the top floors of the car parks. Again, I have stood here several times to watch aircraft departing and arriving. And the best one is actually, because that's Terminal 2 car park, I think, the best one is actually if you can get on the top here, and you're a little bit closer to the action. And I can't remember if that's Terminal 3, I think, if you can get on there. And again, we get the Hi, I Heart Manchester sign. There's Terminal 3, look, we've even got the writing. I don't remember seeing that. This has been recently updated as well. Only yesterday some things were added to this, different textures. So I don't know how new that is, but that's lovely to see. There's a little walkway that has been implemented there, so that's quite nice. And what I have done before, and really enjoy doing this, is if you get the train to Manchester, there's a reason for this. Obviously you get to avoid the traffic, but oh look, there you go, there's it's Terminal 1. Oh, look at that, I'd not noticed that before. Wow, look at the detail. Departures for Jet 2 and Terminal 1. That is really, really neat to see. They've put lots of detail into this. Let's be honest, you're not going to see these signs unless you're doing what I'm doing now, which is panning around with the drone cam, but yet they've still gone in to put detail in, and it's not finished. It's been improved all the time, so how exciting. As I was saying, yeah, one of my favourite things to do is get on the train. So we basically get off the platform just here, take the air bridge, which takes us over to Terminal 1. From Terminal 1 then we can exit Terminal 1 and you can walk around here, and Terminal 3 is just here, which again you can then exit just there. So there's Terminal 3, and is that a police car? Never. Haha, look at that. Wow. It's stuff like that that gets me quite excited. I know I really like. My main goal is to fly, but when you see details like that, it blows my mind. Particularly with the way that the simulations have come, the graphics, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so back on track. I've got distracted by the blue flashing lights. We leave exit Terminal 3, and if we walk down here. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. So there's one of the long stay car parks, things like that. You can walk down here, and wow, that actually looks really accurate with the boulders that are there. That is fantastic. I've walked down here several times, so that is almost exactly what it looks like. But if we keep coming down here, we go and you walk down this main road, we get to one of my favourite places, which has started to be replicated. It wasn't there to begin with, but now it is. Look at that. This is the airport pub at the threshold to runway 23 right, and there is no better place. If you've come on the train, there's no better place. Go in there, they do fantastic food. And then at the back, you've got a playground for the kids, which isn't yet modelled. They've just got there's sort of like the soft landing gravel that they have. There's a big play centre there. You've obviously got the picnic tables, which are modelled. And yeah, stand at this corner, and this is how close you actually get to the aircraft. Now, imagine standing there as an A380 turns on to the runway for takeoff. You stand there and you get jet blasted by the aircraft. And it's all here in the Macco Simulations Manchester. It's a great place as well to watch the landing aircraft as they come in. I've got live traffic turned on. I was hoping I might actually get to see some, but I don't know. Maybe the server's not working quite as well as it should be. But essentially, that is it. It's fantastic. For anyone that flies on VATSIM and flies in the UK in Manchester, you can't do without this. You really do need this. One other thing to show you over here. This is where the fire crew practice. There's the dummy aircraft that they use for practicing fire drills. So that is about it. I don't really know what else to tell you, except if you're flying into Manchester and you use VATSIM, even if you don't use VATSIM, just look at the quality that's gone into this. What a fantastic airfield, and it's one that I've been using more and more since I got hold of it. Check the link to download it on my video description for this, and get yourselves over to Macco Simulations to go and have a look. And it's probably one of the cheapest add-ons you will find that is payware. Certainly value for money, given that you've also got updates coming as they are released. You can also check out sort of like the build versions, what's changed, and what have you. We've also got taxiways and the textures all been done as well. One last thing I will say is that over here, they're obviously not modelled because they actually moved now, but just here, TUI stored several of their 737 Maxes. They've obviously now moved as they look to re-enter service. But yeah, I would imagine they'd have probably been popped in there as well had they not moved. Okay guys, check out the video description for the link. Get yourselves over to Macco Simulations and grab this fantastic airfield that is being updated constantly. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all again very soon.